Welcome to 3Palm Software, a California-based company providing radiologists worldwide with innovative and clinically useful software products for medical imaging and information. This is WorkstationOne, the vendor-neutral diagnostic breast imaging workstation. We've worked closely with a strong medical advisory team of radiologists, resulting in a workstation software tailored to their precise needs. WorkstationOne maximizes both efficiency and accuracy when reviewing images for screening and diagnosis. First, breast imaging screening or diagnosis exams are obtained from the PACS or modalities. Then the workstation displays and manipulates these images for radiologists' interpretation. Finally, the workstation can interface with a reporting system to generate an interpretation or screening report. WorkstationOne features customizable mammography-specific reading and hanging protocol sequences, as well as a one-click workflow, streamlining your reading from opening a study to generating a report. WorkstationOne features expert viewing methodology, such as TABAR systematic viewing to enhance perception of subtle abnormalities, as well as the unique all-pixels viewing approach for efficient searching through all-pixel data. In the reporting step, the workstation automatically populates the diagnostic findings to a mammography reporting system. You may also generate recall forms and screening reports. Reports may be printed, emailed, and/or stored to PACS and RIS. The workstation prefetches images based on an interpretation worklist in order to manage high throughput. And in order to improve reading efficiency, we automate the viewing workflow for you. Take a look at the worklist on the navigation screen, usually viewed on a color monitor. To search for a patient by name, ID, or status, use the filters on the top of the worklist. Double-click on a study to start reading. Any associated studies or other modalities may be viewed on your color monitor if available. Click on the folders vertically displayed in the middle of the navigation screen for your convenience. Let's take a look at a study. The viewing steps are displayed on the bottom right of the high-resolution monitors. This toolbar is discreetly displayed, no tricky symbols for the reader to decode. Default settings take you through the following steps to view images and any associated clinical metadata. We start in the overview step. By using either your arrow buttons, the forward-backward icons, or your programmable mouse, you can scroll through the pre-configured hanging protocols. As you can see, the images are automatically aligned chest wall to chest wall. Turn annotation, caliper, markup, date, and overlays such as saved annotation on and off using the corresponding buttons displayed at the bottom of the screen. A bounding box is displayed around the current step in the toolbar, the current images, as well as the current hanging protocol. The check marks included with thumbnail images at the bottom left of the screen indicate which images you have already viewed. Next, we go through current images, then a current prior comparison. Multiple prior studies can be integrated into a single-click workflow using the up and down arrow keys on the keyboard. Also, when configured and extra views or ID implant views are present, a single click on the page flip icon at the lower corner of an image results in the display of the next available extra view. There are a number of tools to use if you would like to look at an image in more detail. Use the drop-down menu at any time during the reading to access features such as zoom, pan, magnifying glass, and cross-reference correlation. This correlation drawing provides an arc measuring the distance from the arc to the nipple, and you can interactively move this around if a user markup exists. Systematic viewing allows for the comparison of left and right breasts by masking, thus enhancing the detection of structural asymmetries. Horizontal, vertical, as well as oblique masks are available. Special attention is given to asymmetric densities in regions with a high probability of malignant lesions. Adjust the width of each mask by dragging the outer line of the mask window. Use the mouse wheel to move away from the chest wall. If you see an abnormality, you can add a markup at any time. Right-click to assess this markup or CAD mark if a reporting system is available and integrated. This gives you basic tools to enter a finding description and overall assessment, and later send this information to a reporting system to automatically generate reports. The next step is All Pixels Display to help you view detailed information in images, such as microcalcifications or spicules associated with the mass density. The automatic tracking of the viewing path helps to ensure that there are no areas of the images that were missed in the viewing. Use the mouse wheel to scroll to each portion of the image in full resolution. In the reporting step, CAD markers are turned on automatically, if applicable, and you can use the magnifying glass and move it across viewports to view any markup. At the end of the study, you have the option of generating a recall form, which includes snapshots of the screen, including markup, for scheduling additional imaging procedures. We also support media exchange and film printing, simple reports, as well as other rich reporting capabilities, such as integration with RIS through an HL7 interface. To change user settings, click on the middle button on the top left of the navigation window. Choose what information you would like displayed in the work list in the first tab. If you have tomosynthesis images, choose Primary beside DBT images if you would like to see the tomo version of each view before the normal 2D view. In the Viewing Sequence tab, you can change the order or the content of that sequence. By selecting On in a steps order, the hanging protocol will be available to select on the screen, but will not be stepped through automatically in the sequence. The hanging protocol is in a row corresponding with each viewing step. These configurations can be saved per user, but if you'd like to share your hanging protocol within your department, you may click on Save as Master. Here, you may also configure how the workstation handles multiple priors. In the Diagnostic Hanging Protocol tab, set how the workstation defines a diagnostic mammography study. Under User Controls, choose font sizes, markup thickness, and change tool button and annotation positioning and visibility to your liking. The actions that are taken by certain keyboard keys are listed on the key code configuration page. Finally, the Connectivity tab displays the configured DICOM parameters. Indicate where to send the recall form and the user markup here. For example, send to PAX as a DICOM GSPS object or screen capture. Any questions? Access the user manual for reference at any time by clicking on the third button at the top left-hand corner of your navigation screen. And feel free to contact 3Palm Software for any questions or comments. Thank you and happy reading.